Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today, after D-ranking down to 60 by sleeping overnight, we are re-ranking back up to 21 with my favorite deck in Standard, Bant Lockdown. Two of you, individually have left comments saying you have gone 1 in 17 with this deck, which is phenomenal. I don't even know if I could go 1 in 17 with Bear's Tribal. There's an old saying in trading that if you know how to lose a lot of money, that's actually just fine because you just have to do the opposite of that and then you'll be making a lot of money. So whatever you guys are doing, just please do the opposite. This deck is great. I went like 11 and 4 or something like it with it today, 70% win rate, something like that against some decent opponents. I have changed my mind about a number of things since the last time I posted a video with this deck. First off is Lockdown. I wasn't as high on this last time. It just felt like Sunfall was doing the same thing but better for the most part, but I've completely changed my mind on this. It is really the best answer to Mono Red and Boros shenanigans. When they dump all their creatures and enchantments and stuff on turns 1 and 2, you can take it all the way with Lockdown on 3. Before I forget, I do want to say, don't freak out. Everyone who is not watching the intro is gonna complain that, oh, why are you playing Sunfall in the videos? You're not playing the deck. It's just I change things out as I go. I'm giving you the final version with all my final thoughts. It might include some of these cards as we go. But Lockdown is very good against Mono Red and Boros. Herd Migration, I was lower on, but I'm playing it now. The 3 life doesn't matter that much. As I said last video, 3 life does not stop a 4/4 double strike trample. It's not sufficient and does not compare to removal like the whale or get lost. But what it does is it makes your deck a lot more consistent, especially if you want to hit Lockdown on 3 in your 3-color deck, and makes sure you can get that double white going, or even double blue or double green for your overlords if that's what you need on 3 instead. Zur is also a new addition. Last time I published my video with this deck, I was looking for a way to extend offer some extension or over-the-top win con, because a lot of games go back and forth. You're grinding, you're up the Beanstalk drawing, you're Overlord drawing, and your opponent's doing the exact same thing. And I was thinking that Jace with a Soul Partition in there as kind of a sneaky way to mill the opponent out to lethal would be the way to do it. But it didn't really, it never came together. Either I didn't need it, or my opponents could mill me better. They were the Dimir control deck with 4 of the creature lands that mills you, plus like 4 Jaces, and they were just doing it better, or Azorius control with 4 Jaces, they were just doing it better. So Jace didn't really do it for me. So instead, Zur is our new kind of over-the-top finisher out of the blue, because late game, if you have like 11 lands lying around, and your opponent is somewhat tapped out, or you don't think they have any counter spells, or you have a Cavern of Souls out so they can't counter it, and you drop a Zur, and you reanimate or animate 4 things for 2 mana each, you just swing for lethal out of nowhere. You reanimate a couple, or sorry, animate, not reanimate. You animate a couple of these overlords, and they come in hot, and they all have hexproof and lifelink and death touch, and if the opponent wants to target it, they have to kill Zur first, so that's part of the mana they were going to possibly spend on that turn anyway. So I think it's a really cool finisher, and again supports use of the Herd Migration, because now we have a consistent way to fetch 1 basic swamp in the mana base. The other card that I think is new from the last time is the Cornucopia. I probably mentioned you don't need to spend a Mythic Rare on it, and I stand by that, but one of the issues this deck has, it does kind of fold to burn type decks, either a lot of Lightning Strike coming down in the same game, or even there's this like mono black skeleton deck that hits hard with the 3-mana enchantment, and the skeletons have haste and they bounce it back and they play it again, and just it ends up being a lot of damage quickly that I found myself having trouble handling. So I'm happy with the Cornucopia in here. Instead of running 26 land, we're running 25 land plus the Cornucopia. It does add quite a bit of life over the course of the game and get you out of that lethal range. So totally happy with it in there. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the draw, we keep this. All right. Well, we don't actually have white yet. We're gonna have to get white off the Herd Migration. Fabled Passage. So what is it, 4-color Reanimator? Reserve Reanimator? Not sure. Another fast land. I guess we can get it down now. Just looking to Herd Migrate this turn, basically. Okay. Liliana. You got it. I guess we'll get lost you on the next turn. Who are we discarding here? We got rid of 1 Herd Migration, I guess. We don't have double white yet, but we'll get it off of this. Maybe it's the whale. Trax is down. Okay. Here we go. Let's go get white. think it's got to be get lost now. Liliana down. Let's see if they go turn 4, reanimate Moth. Liliana again. Okay.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about it. We all have things we'd rather.
I think it's another herd migration. There goes right to the Moth. Okay. Overlords into binding on Liliana is not bad. We do need a draw engine. I don't think I want to plus away any of these cards. So let's just leave open white here. Get the Forest Overlord down. Go ahead and zap Liliana. No Beanstalk, no Flood Pits. We do need some draw power. Their draw power is through the flashback right now. Alright, they're going to be doing the thing. We need to be getting towards answers right now. Because reanimation's coming soon. Next turn, they get back Atraxa, basically. Beanstalk, Lockdown would be really good here. Not it. Okay. It's just you? Need that draw power. Okay. They only have 5 mana. They don't have the 6 land. But they do get to sack this thing now. Okay, here comes Atraxa. That's not particularly good. What do they get here? Cut down, not super helpful. Bailmerk is another threat. I wouldn't say this the most devastating pick. But we're not really any closer towards winning. Alright. It's a card. We need to keep doing better, though. We still have double blue if we hit Flip Hits. It's another card. Don't think we need single blue at this point. Alright, that's the best we can do this turn. No attacks. We'll see if they get off an attack here. Alright, draw discard power. We're gonna have a lot of beef to get through. Sack Fabled Passage. Vault up. More treasure. At least we have draw engines now. One cut down, sure. We'll chump with the other one if they let us. I don't think they want to burn the treasure on that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and jump here. Alright, the game begins. We can now start drawing cards. We need a lot of answers to get through all this stuff. It's the draw discard. Does this thing flip ever? Let's see. X mana of any color, X the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Well, that's going to be interesting. Infinite mana. What can they do with that? Here we go. Okay, this would sweep up our Beanstalks. Unfortunately, I don't think it's worth it. I think we start here for 3. Hold open double blue in case we need it. Double draw. Looking just for an answer to Atraxa. That's not bad. I guess that's it for this turn. We'll keep our Beanstalks around. We'll eat 7. And maybe set up for a Sunfall next turn. Attack with our Overlord first if we can. Liliana. Okay. Let's see if they plus or minus.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Transform. Alright. That's a lot of mana. Comes in tapped. It's going to be a lot of mana next turn. They minus, actually. That's kind of surprising.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Alright, 7 to the face. Here we go. Down to 16. Binding solves Liliana. Too bad we don't have a creature land. We could draw into it off the Sunfall, though. Not that we can attack this turn anyway. I think we are Sunfalling here, and then they'll reanimate something else, and then we'll Binding it. And we'll keep going for as long as we can. Let's take the draws. More land. Another Overlord is okay. It's a fast land. We could let him plus here. It's not that bad. We could bin the fast land to the plus, or bin the lockdown even, I think. Yeah, let's play out the land. We're gonna have to sack some permanents to the Valgavoth. That one's coming. That's okay. We'll deal with it as it comes. I don't think anything they have has haste. Yeah, we'll bin a lockdown to Liliana. That's okay. Can actually leave open the white now. So we can binding a little bit faster. We do flip one of these Mistmores. Manual taps on Mirax. Because they have infinite mana now. They're just going to do that as much as they want. Cool. Sure. 35 cards to 36. I don't know if we'll win the mill game. It's nice to see Virtue down there. They can only reanimate creatures. Valgavoth, alright. Let's see who's next. It's you. Yeah, I know. Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. Discard the lockdown, I think.
I'm tired of your secrets.
We could lose... both bindings, maybe? And they get back one Liliana. I don't think we need the lockdown right now. I don't even know if we need the fast land either, though. We could play the lockdown and have that be one of the things we sack, actually. It's kind of interesting. That's not a bad play. I don't think we need the fast land, though. Alright, so we can give him back a binding, a lockdown, and the token to target Valgavoth. I think that's totally fine. We still have to deal with the Overlord somehow. We could binding the Overlord to get rid of the blocker now. I think that's okay. No, we need the binding to deal with the Valgavoth. Alright, so that's it for this turn. More land. So we lock down here first and then get back to Beanstalks, I think. Here we go. Cleans up some of their crud. Then we can binding and lose the binding, the lockdown, and maybe one of the Overlords, I guess. We could run out one more lockdown if we really want to. Well, let's keep the Overlords, maybe. So we'll do this one more time. Target you, I'm sure. So we'll sack this binding. That's the binding we just cast. This lockdown, this lockdown. So Beanstalks come back. They get one Liliana, but not two. Draw, draw. Whale's kind of cool. Now we could binding the Overlord as well. Or we can just see if they'll block with it. Let's threaten the Liliana here. Cool, that's down. Alright, well we kind of need the next binding for... Is there another Valgavoth down here? There's not. We could just take their Overlord then. That's not so bad. Here comes the land. We'll end here. We have 33 cards left. So yeah, so Reanimator-wise, it's just Liliana or another Overlord. If we let them attack, they do get to mill. They draw discard first. Okay, set up another draw discard. They're almost out of gas here. That's a lot of mana. Let's see who they reanimate, I guess. That's not that scary. You're binding one, whale the other. They get their mill off, though. Another Atraxa, but they don't have any reanimation spells. So we're going to push hard here now. Valgavoth. So we'll do the Atraxa thing this turn. Then we got to deal with all of it. Can't stop that. It's a lot of mana. They refresh their hand. Okay, alright, game goes on. So we really want another Sunfall. What do we got this time? Another Valgavoth that can cast some removal. Interesting. Yeah, we need another Sunfall, kind of. You still have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana open this turn. Liliana, alright.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
So, I want a Binding someone. We could try to hit Sunfall. I kind of think we just leave Liliana alone. I think we're binding the Atraxa here. Let's see if we can get a land to discard. Double Beanstalk draws. They Bitter Triumph in response, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure why they felt the need to do that now. Flood Pits draw more land, so we can bin the fast land probably. We didn't hit Sunfall, although we could dig for it, but I think we kind of just want to take Atraxa here. We've been the fast land. And we could bounce the Overlord, which isn't bad. It does clear out one blocker. Let's see what they get. Ah, yes, Rite of the Moth. Alright, so there's more to come. Yeah, I think we can put it away. I mean, we don't really have a better thing to do with this. Saves as a creature. 31 cards left. More land. So we can attack down Liliana. We can kind of almost threaten lethal with the Herd Migration. 11 land, that's a lot. Let's start with a draw. You need to find lethal at some point. We can't just do this forever. We will deck ourselves. I don't even know if we play the next Beanstalk at this point. Fastland can continue to go. Yeah, I think we attack down Liliana and then play a Herd Migration. Try to figure out how to deal with the next Valgavoth. Alright. Another Liliana down.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Do we want to draw even more? I don't know how much we want to draw at this point, honestly. I don't think we need too many more draws off the Beanstalk. We can always get more if we need it. Let's take a Herd Migration here. Sunfall's interesting. Binding is good. Binding is very good. Alright, let's hold open a Binding. Start thinking about how we could get to lethal here. We could Binding the Valgavoth and sack, like, both Beanstalks, for example, and not lose too much. Or sack one of the Bindings with the other Valgavoth. 19 mana. Alright. Cool. They're at 16 cards, actually. Maybe we try to deck them. Is that the play? Alright, who's coming back? Valgavoth, again. We can just Sunfall you. Overlord as well. Yeah, Sunfall wouldn't be bad here. Oh, they're going to keep milling themselves. That's interesting. Only 12 cards left, buddy. Maybe it's just a Sunfall turn. Let's see if they reanimate again. Valgavoth. The Faithful. Sure. You got it. Atraxa. That's another big mill for you. We're just going to Sunfall it all away. Feels like definitely Sunfall. Let's see if they get 7 cards. What do we have left to answer? We have 3 Get Loss. We have no more Sunfall. We just have the 1 Sunfall in hand. We have the Whale. We have an Overlord we can block for a while. I think we might try to deck them. Edict. Sack a creature. A non-token creature. I guess that's you. Their own Overlord. They're going to mill themselves again. I think that's a mistake. They're really pushing hard here. They're down to 3 cards left. What are they doing? You just have to survive 3 turns against them? If they attack with the Overlord, then, they Volt, they keep drawing? Can they get haste somehow? Is that what they're banking on? If they have a 1-of in the deck that gives them everything haste, like that red enchantment, that could do it, I guess. You can't attack with the Overlord. You are going to attack, you're just milling yourself, right? What's going on? They're out of cards. Are you kidding me? I don't understand. What are you going to do now? I don't understand. They scoop. Okay. I don't know. We still had Sunfall to go. Win in the books. We stay at the same rank, Mythic. Awesome. On the draw, This is okay. We'll keep this. Fable Passage on 1. Portico? Yeah, it's pretty good on 3, especially after Beanstalk. We'll keep that. Looks like we're not in any hurry. Alright. Burge and try to Beanstalk here. They could have tear asunder immediately, but at least we get a draw out of it. Nice. I mean, this is a good start. No pressure yet. There's a fast land. We'll get that down. Into the Overlord. We certainly have plenty of win cons now. Double Herd Migration for late game. Beanstalk on 2 is always good. Smuggler's Surprise. That is kind of an issue. Just goes to the hand, though. We have to watch out for that. That's actually difficult. Binding and Partition kind of need to be saved for that now. That makes this a much more interesting matchup. We can't just tap out willy-nilly. So to slam this stuff, it'd be, what, 6 mana? I definitely want some pressure here, and I want Binding open. So I think it's the Miss Moors plus leave open white. Cavern Souls, not helpful this matchup, but that's okay. Alright, pressure on the board. That surprise is going to be interesting, though. Alright, they find a target for Disfigure. Probably got 4 of those they need to get rid of at some point. Plus a -2/- sweep, that's interesting. Yeah, Hexproof and Indestructible, that's going to be tough. So that would be 5, 6, 7 mana total is kind of that key inflection point. We have to be really careful. Alright, dead. They scoop. Okay, good game. Do we rank up? 67, let's go. On the play, with Whale on 2 into Lockdown. I mean, it's good against aggro. It's not so great against everything, though. Blue and white. Rakdos. Well, it's going to be tapped either way. They might have a hasty creature. Let's see. Is there something better we could do on 3? Yeah, we got this down now. Like, I would take an Overlord here. It's a good card. I don't know if you throw that away this early. Especially against Rakdos. Like, it's going to have a target eventually. What are we doing here? Oh my gosh, I've never seen this card before. 2 mana 2/2 Lifelink Scarecrow. Delirium at the beginning of your end step. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, each opponent may sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card, then deal damage equal to its power to each opponent who didn't sacrifice a permanent. That's so many words. Why do I have to be so many words? Alright, sounds like we'll just Horn-Locked Whale that thing away. We could Lockdown. But that's a good enough whale target. The Delirium does have some hasty creatures, so I'm glad we kept the Binding. I think that'll be useful. Yeah, let's see what they can muster here. They got another creature. Maybe we do nothing, just lock down this turn. I think that's pretty reasonable. No blocks. Let's get that value down to 15. Just go lockdown here and fast land, I suppose. Don't have Binding open anyway. Let's hope there aren't too many more hasty creatures until we get some defenses mounted. I don't think they'll have Enchantment Destruction. Unless there's a weird Delirium card that does it that I don't know about. 2 damage each opponent. That's not good, actually. That's actually not so good. Question, does anyone have haste? This is a good Binding turn, or even Whale could be good here. Let's just try to leave open blue, which Auto Tapper's doing just fine with. Yeah, down to 13 isn't amazing. It's a good Whale turn, and the Whale can put on pressure, maybe the subsequent turn. Okay, let's attempt to Whale. I don't think they run Hexproof, do they? They gonna run Snakeskin Veil here? Not this time. That's not a bad card. I think we're just planning to Whale. If we Whale now, it doesn't come in tapped, which isn't that bad. Otherwise, we might take some hasty damage. I don't know how much removal they have, but I guess they could, like, we'll end here. They definitely could have, like, 4 go for the throats. Oh, they do have enchantment removal. Goodness gracious. So we can just, target non-land permanent. Okay, you got it. So we could still whale now to make a 6/6 blocker, which I think is maybe reasonable. Unless they have 1 more drag to the roots. Let's try it. Comes in untapped. So we have a 6/6 blocker. They definitely can't answer it this turn. If they have another drag to the roots in hand, they can answer it next turn, which would be annoying. We take 6 and be pretty bad, but kind of is what it is. They're targeting something. They do have the second drag to the roots. Okay. Looks like we're sunfalling. Violent Urge +1/+0. Anything else? Double strike? Down to 1. That's not good. Looks like we might lose this game. Discard a card, I suppose. Probably bin the land. That's pretty bad. Sunfall, hold binding. But we know they have direct damage, so we probably lose this game, interestingly enough. Unless they don't draw well, and we put on serious lethal pressure. Okay. For any card. Alright, they just dome us here. That's crazy. Yeah, this deck's gonna get us. They're just castling for the deal 2 damage to any target. That's wild. 2 damage any target. Oh, it's Tyvar. That's weird, right? Maybe they only have 1 of that card in the deck. Creature value with 2 or less. They get the haste creature, I guess? Whatever this thing is. Can't be countered. Discard a card, then draw a card. Okay. That's not what I expected to see here. Another one? Okay, doesn't have haste. Could they only get a permanent? Is that what this thing did? For any card. Alright, so I guess we power this thing up, and then we figure out what to do next after that. We could just attack down Tyvar. That's a good card. I mean, we have to win very soon. This would be 3 mana, which is kind of a lot. We're going to flip the Overlord as well. I guess they'll get a lot of attack phases. I kind of think it's Flood Pits for 3. Hold Binding. We could always Herd Migrate if we had to. Flip the Overlord. This thing has Trample and Haste. I guess we have to Binding that. I think it's actually Dig for another playable here. Whale is good. We can ban 1 migration, basically. No attacks. And here, hold Binding, flip the Hauntwood, hold the Whale. We have to win soon, unless they really don't have another deal 2 damage spell. Okay. Sure. Hasty creature. Yeah, another thing. I guess we're binding one of the fears of missing out now to stop the multiple attack steps before they go to combat. And then I whale the worm away. Because they do get the fear of missing out, so they get to attack twice with that thing. But that's the one they're going to untap? That's not so bad. So to blockers. So it's you, and then we whale away this guy. Back to the top. Untap. That's it though. I guess Herd Migration's pretty good here. Can see what's on top. That's actually kind of good. I think we're attacking with the Hauntwoods. And we just double block this thing. Nice. Okay. Okay. 7. It's a lot of 3/3s. Is it enough? They get the Hasty Worm again. And they get back another Hasty creature? It's not even hasty, is it? Double Worm. They don't have enough mana for that yet. You're a 4/3 with Trample, so you have to double block you. There's the Hasty Worm. 2 mana open. I guess they have the double strike thing, and they just win. Nah, not yet. Now they do it. Nothing. Alright, we need some good draws here. Give me something other than a land. Nope. We also cannot threaten lethal. So we basically have to wail now and hit something else good. Nope. No attacks. Okay, I still feel like we're going to lose here. I mean, the double combat phase is going to be tough, but the 6/6 whale is not a bad blocker. Alright, is that game? Feels like a lot. Discard a card. Sack a non-land permanent. Nope, it's discard this land. Oh, come on, deck. I guess we could do the map token thing. We are going to flip a, I think it's just you. Map token where? Guess make you... You're actually okay. Maybe it is like this. Another land. We'll keep these lands to discard, I suppose. We flip the Flood Pits. If we attack with the Flood Pits, we could win the game. It's a land. That's good. They're in the same position as last turn, except worse. So they didn't attack last turn. They're not attacking this turn. Flood Pits draw into like Sunfall. Could be game. Do nothing. Discard a card. Land. My move. Lockdown. Attack all. Take some of these things is interesting. I mean, we want the Flood Pits attack first, basically, for sure. We could do the map token as well, probably. Though we might lose it to lockdown. You don't quite have lethal. Let's keep going the map token thing. Let's hope Flood Pits is enough to get there, though. Wow. Lame. Lame as hell. More land. Good lord. I mean, I don't think lockdown is the way. It takes out some of these things. But we lose all of our 3/3 blockers, so it's another turn of waiting. Flood Pits did not deliver there. They scoop. Wow. Tight game, for sure. 42 Mythic, though. Good win. On the draw, looks very good here. Beanstalk, Flood Pits. Oh boy. Don't think we care about the graveyard, though. Okay. Fast land. Beanstalk, Flood Pits, and then we're on the move. Bandit's Talent, discard a card. Who goes here? I mean, we're going to want more land, but Beanstalk basically does that. I think Herd Migration can go. Exiled. Okay. White and blue seems fine. We'll go Beanstalking. Start climbing. It's kind of a... I've never thought about this before. It's kind of an apt name. Up the Beanstalk is kind of how it feels. We are climbing up the Beanstalk now. Just drawing extra cards every turn. Cool. I mean, Flood Pits is very good. Otherwise, yeah, it's probably just Flood Pits here. Get those cards flowing. We like land. We can probably get rid of Cavern of Souls. Like, I think we're going to do just fine on land from here on out. Everything else is a threat or a win con. Oh, baby. Okay. Let's see what they cast here. That's interesting. What do they take? The other Beanstalk? Alright, that's fine. Let's see how many 5-mana spells they have. That's interesting, though. Don't think we care about Bant's talent, so I guess it's just an Overlord here. And probably a Surveil land. Let's take that Surveil first. It's interesting. Do we really need that? It's not a bad out. I just don't see how they're going to get us that low. And I don't think we really need it. I can't imagine they're going to burn us with their discard deck. So I think we try to do better. Creature land's good. Potentially a threat at some point. If they play like Liliana or something, can attack it down. They could run that like... Yeah, there's a good... Probably, just get lost there. Discard one of our numerous lands. Fast land can go. Herd Migrate is a good win con against them. So either get lost, you give them the tokens, or burn one of our bindings. Is there anything else we need to binding on? I think we can spend a binding now just to keep the cards going. I mean, Get Lost is so flexible. Sunfall is interesting. Let's take out Liliana. Let's get the creature land here. We could take out their Beanstalk. Have they played a single 5-mana spell, though? I'm not sure that's necessarily worth it. Alright, we're coming up on Herd Migration. We're coming up on some Flood Pits flipping. Let's take out the creature land, sure. We'll get one of our basics. They're not too many basics. I don't know if we need anything in particular. I guess a blue? Maybe? I mean, we already have the, I think it doesn't matter too much. We'll just get a Plains. So we already have the Everywhere land. Duress. Sure, take one of the Herd Migrations, I guess. And next turn we'll drop the other one. And we'll get to work. Yep, Herd Migration down. We'll see if they run the Black Sweeper. I don't think we really need to get lost their Beanstalk. Whale's an interesting win con, but I think we just slam the first Herd Migration and see how that goes. Lockdown. Not sure how useful that is. Okay, so we find out if they have the Black Sweeper. Then we rebuild with the Whale and the Hauntwoods. They do. They do get the Beanstalk draw. We could take it out. Alright, so we flash in the Whale on their turn, basically. I still don't think we need to get lost their Beanstalk. Flip the Hauntwoods. Draw 3 cards and lose 3 life. Okay. 3 mana open. Down to 17. It's a removal spell. That's okay. Gone. We do have the Whale coming in to put on some pressure. Here comes the Whale. Draw a card. More removal. Another Hauntwoods as well. I don't know how much to over deploy here. There might be 4 sweepers. I think you come in underneath. 33 cards. More land. Okay. I don't know. Do you take up the Beanstalk? They're only going to have 5 sweepers. But they don't have any creatures to use it on anyway. So maybe we burn one of these knowing we have Sunfall. And just shut down any draws they have. They've shown us 0 creatures. I am worried they're going to have the... It's like 2 black, pay X, and then just take a bunch of cards out of our library and then cast them all. Sheldred. That's something you want to get lost. We'll see if they try to map token it. They do. I say no thank you. They're getting low on life now. Down to 11 with Whale on the way. Next Whale lined up. Very good. Looking like we can close out the game soon here. Down to 5. Whale on their turn. Even through the sweeper. Good game. Yeah, nicely executed on our part. Good game. We'll draw with a lot of interaction. It's not terrible. We have 0 draw engines, though. And we don't know what the opponent's playing yet. It's red. Okay, we just need white open here. So let's begin here. See if it's Boros or true red. It is true red. So Get Lost looking okay. Smite is good. Fast land here. Challenger. Okay. Double strike there. I guess we can see what it is because we could smite this turn if we really want to. Alright, I don't think I'm really willing to risk the blowout. So we're just going to pick off the double striker here. And not screw around with, maybe they have Monstrous Rage in hand. They do get the manifest thing. But you just don't know. You just don't know. It's a good lockdown turn. Okay. Between blue and green, not sure yet. But here comes lockdown. Not a bad place to be with Beanstalk on the way. Challenger with haste. Okay, we don't have smite open yet. It's a big boy. Scamp. Takes 6. Feels good. It's gotta be Beanstalk, hold up, and smite. We might just lose anyway. It's the best we can do here. I think we're good on mana. Just need white open specifically. We could play the Verge if we needed it for green. It's good. We're 1 turn away, though. So we'll try again next turn, if smite doesn't work out. They go for the Village Pump. The Swift Spear as well. Hit target there. Let's see what that top card is. Can it get to... It can. Damn. Well. Okay, what does this thing do? Whenever the creature deals combat damage to a player, destroy target artifact that player controls. So we're going to sweep no matter what. So the question is just who is doing the most damage here. So that's 3. This can be +2/+2. So that'll be 4 damage. This will be 5. So I guess it's smite here. That's a 9. We could just hold the binding for 5 and get the Beanstalk draw. Seems like the best play to me. Hero, they can give that haste. They pump the mana into it. Alright, that's a new target now. We don't know what that last card is. Okay. I don't think they have anything. We're taking the hero here, taking our draw. It's a good one. It gains life. Could also stabilize. Down to 8. I think we just lock down now and herd migrate. Do we really need that draw? I guess we don't have to do that. We could just migrate as many times as we need. I think we'll use at least 1. We don't need 2. It's another creature. Dang. Okay. I think we can survive this turn with double herd migration and then lockdown after. Let's see if they whiff here. Kind of. It's after combat. Oh no, it's not. It's before combat. All right. 3, 4, 5 damage. All right. I think one of these is coming out. I don't think we need both. Anything other than plains. We have plenty of blue. We'll take the green here. And I think it's sweep here. Let's see what else we draw. I think it is sweep and then herd migrate next turn. We lose the Beanstalk, but such is life. Let's hope they don't hit a hasty creature off the top. I mean, another challenger off the top into victory would be just dreadfully painful. But we're close to getting out of this at 6 life. It's not a creature. We could get out of this here. Smite is good as well. Play another basic. We only have like 2 basics here, actually. So this is not going to be a mind-blowing turn. But it's good enough, and our Beanstalk is gone. We do have Smite open still. Whew! Okay. Good win for us. 39 Mythic. We're on the draw with the whale. It's a little bit slow of a hand. Also no draw engines, but there's certainly plenty in the deck. Some kind of Rakdos build. Another fast land. Let's begin, I guess we want white and blue, and mostly white. Let's begin here. I don't think I want that next fast land. Lockdown could be huge. Collector's Vault, Rakdos Reanimator. Okay. It's an artifact, so we can't nab it this turn. I think we were looking to lock down next turn if we can, though. I think we can... Yeah, I guess we can just open up blue here. Could herd migrate if we really want. But we can fast land into lockdown next turn to play anything else on the ground. That's a card. Well, I guess we get Lost You. I did not expect to see that. It's definitely you. You're definitely dead. Do we lock down the Vault? I think it's still a good play. We take a lot of random crud and get it off the ground. Let's do it. No map token value. I don't know what they're doing in Collector's Vault. I mean, you'd think that's Reanimator, but this is kind of a weird semi-mid-range card or aggro card to throw in a Reanimator deck. Do nothing. We could slam Jace on them. I don't think we really need to mill them. It could just die immediately to like Lightning Strike. I just don't know what they're doing with Collector's Vaults. I think I'm fine to take a draw. We don't have a whole lot better to do here. Plus gets it out of Lightning Strike range, though, which is kind of interesting. Let's get it out of Lightning Strike range. I don't know what they're doing. Surveil-wise, I don't think we know what we want yet. Let's get the creature line down. Maybe there's like a Liliana Planeswalker to hit. They have to be aggro. I just don't know what Collector's Vault is for. Mishra. Goodness gracious. Soul Partition is a clean answer to that. I think we can start milling the opponent. I don't know if they're going to reanimate or not. I almost don't want to mill them, but I'm pretty curious. What are these treasure vaults for? Okay, so binding or soul partition here. We can get down a hedge maze, and I think we're just binding this thing. No, thank you. Do it before combat, even after they enter combat. It's not a big deal. Okay. X is the number of attacking creatures. I think we just whale this away. We'll take the 1. I don't know what happens if we whale this now. Do they still have an attacking creature, technically, by the time it resolves? Put it on top. No attacking creatures, no life lost. Cruelty of Gix. They are Reanimator. They must be Reanimator. There's an annoying fruit fly that's flying around my face here. Choose a creature or planeswalker card. We have none of that. Go ahead. They reanimate the Cruel Claw. It doesn't have haste, though, but I'm worried about them somehow finding haste. I think we keep everything in hand. We could just binding the Gix away, which I don't hate. Let's go ahead and take a plus onto nothing. Yeah, I think we're just going to binding this now. And we can get down a fast land. Because I don't think we need to do anything else here. I don't really want to give them that look. We haven't hit any of our draw engines yet. Weird game. Hold open Soul Partition. But they're just going to replay Gix, basically, which doesn't have haste. I'm worried about them giving haste somehow to the Cruel Claw. There's the Vault again. They must be Reanimator. But, like, how? I think we might start milling ourselves. Yes, they're definitely Reanimator. All right. We'll stop milling them at this point. Okay. This thing doesn't have haste, does it? No, it's just trample. Lockdown would clear out this stuff again, which isn't so bad, actually. Let's mill ourselves. I don't want to give them any more fodder. Binding is good. I think we lock down this stuff away again. I guess they'll slam Cruelty of Gix, and then we'll Soul Partition away, you know, whatever it is. We still haven't hit any draw engines on our side. Here comes another lockdown. We could also just slam Herd Migration here, because I still don't see them having haste. That definitely puts on some pressure for sure. Let's try it. Oh, we only have 3. That's okay. Rakdos joins up. Oh my god, what is this going to do? Please don't have haste. Target creature card, 2 additional +1 counters. Legendary creature you control dies. Deal damage equal to that creature power to target opponent. Well, let's see what they pick up here. Virtue of Persistence and up the Beanstalk. In that order. They're going to make us earn it. So lockdown here is definitely good. We could attack with everything first. Clear out some of this stuff. Clear out the Beanstalk. We can bind in the Atali. It's just too bad we don't have a card draw engine per se. We could also just soul partition the Atali away. What are they going to get next turn? The Cruel Claw? Or the Overlord, actually. So we could bind in the Virtue. I think that's basically what we're doing here. Yeah, I think it's soul partition the Atali away. And then binding the... I guess we can do this first. Get that to 1. And then I think binding the Virtue. Alright, let's get him. Down to 12. Alright, they get rid of that. Bin another Atali. They only have 4 mana though. So I hope they don't reanimate it this turn. We almost have lethal off the Anchorage too. It's only a 2-3. It's close. Okay, they bin a Mishra's Foundry. We could lock down, get rid of the Beanstalk, and the Treasure, and the Collector's Vault. But they kind of have enough mana to do whatever they want for the most part. The 3/3s are putting in work for sure. Last card's a land. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 9. We hit more land ourselves. I think we're kind of just going for the kill here. Here comes the Anchorage. I think we're just attacking. Get him low. Down to 4. We can burn the map token. Maybe make the flyer bigger, I guess. Not sure it matters too much. More land. I don't think we lock down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they top deck a 7 drop, they could cast it. But we don't have lethal, and I like that we have lethal right now. So I think we let it go. They take the draw discard. They either need a big reanimation turn, or they need to pick off a lot of our attackers. Land goes. It's another land. Seems like game to me. Okay, interesting. They were secretly Reanimator, which I kind of suspected, but also had Cruel Claw and, like, Mishra's whatever. Weird game. The draw looks very solid. We'll keep it. It's black. Hopeless Nightmare. Discard a card. Probably one of the Beanstalks can go. Alright, we can still open up green on next turn. Lockdown, I don't know. Do we need it against them? I don't really know what they're doing yet. I kind of think I want an Overlord. I don't remember what they're doing. Just discard. Alright, maybe Lockdown would be good then. Maybe the Whale here? Mine is going to be a little more flexible, but it's going to be a while till we can play it. I think we keep the Whale around. Doubled as a win con and a draw engine. Alright, that's a great draw. So go Beanstalk into Overlord. Keep the land. Yeah, we could be okay here. Okay. 2 to the top, alright. Let's see it. We don't have double green yet, actually, for the Overlord. I didn't bin that double green, did I? No. So without double green, it's just Beanstalk here again. No double green. We're close to a 4-mana binding, which would let us draw up. Draw 3 cards, okay. Down to 17. They're not doing a whole lot else, though. Creature or artifact. So there goes the Overlord. There goes the Whale, actually. We still don't hit double green, but we do have the binding now. So we'll basically binding. Just to take the card draw. Let's see what they play out. Hopeless Nightmare. I guess we discard the Lockdown still, I think? We like the Beanstalk draw engine. Yeah, I think we're good to discard the Lockdown still. We'll hit green eventually. Okay. Scry again. To the top again. Alright. Alright, we'll go ahead and take the talent. Sure, just take the draw. Alright, here we go. Double draw. Now the binding is good. Green land eventually comes in tapped, but we'll make it work. Untap green. That's what I'm talking about here. Could slam you for 5. I think that's pretty reasonable to me. I don't think we need to hold open binding here necessarily. We could get something else to play. But I don't think there's a whole lot else we want to play. Let's put some pressure on. It's a 5 mana 6/5. More Overlords is good. Cards are flowing. It's all very good. I don't think they'll beat us through discard. Ooh, they can take all of them. That's interesting. Okay, fine. Whale's good as well. Cornucopia is interesting. I think it's just the whale for 6 on their turn. It's pretty good pressure. Otherwise, we could go Cornucopia and Overlords and like keep drawing into stuff. I almost think we just want to close out the game against them. We can hold open 1 more mana. Just in case we want a binding also. Deadly Cover-Up. Let's see what they're going to take here. I guess they take number of cards with the same mana value. They could take our bindings away? Do we want to draw is the question. I think the answer is yes. I think they might try to take the binding away. I think we'll just take the draw here while we can. And slam the whale as well. Because I think that's what they want to take. Not sure. Alright, what are we taking here? What did they take? They did take the binding. So there's only 1 binding left. Okay, we do slam the whale. And we know they run a sweeper. So there is some question if we herd migrate here or not, or save it. Second whale's really good. I think we just hold the second whale for their turn. Let's get him for 6. So 7 mana here. We can't do much besides just hold the whale. No more fast lands. Okay. Search your library for a card, put it on top, then shuffle. Alright, let's see what you got. We're basically presenting lethal here. Liliana, sack a creature. Okay.
Nobody knows Dominaria shadows like me.
Nothing we can flash in besides the next whale anyway.
Haven't you ever?
Alright, here comes the next whale. I think we can probably ignore Liliana for a turn. We can probably throw 1 herd migration in there as well. Just to make sure we get there. Yeah, we could go Cornucopia plus herd migrate, I guess. Take the action. A lot of cards here. I'm just going face. They can plus if they want. Got plenty of cards to discard. Can discard a fast land. Alright, well, we'll see if they have the next sweeper. We have more herd migrations coming. So they could strip that again with Devious Cover-Up if they have enough cards down here. I guess they do. Question is, do they go after the whales or the herd migrations? They have the next sweeper. Whale or herd migration is the question. I think they took herd migration there, yeah? Okay. We got 22 cards left. Creature line would be huge. If they have 1 more Devious Cover-Up, then Deadly Cover-Up. We've already seen only 2? Feels like we've seen more. Plus, open a fast land. There's the creature land. That's huge. It's just the flood pits here. We keep going for 5. We're getting low on cards. There's Get Lost, which is good. Fast land again can go. Yeah, we'll attack here. Or we can't attack yet, yeah. Okay. Let's Get Lost. So we keep the flood pits around as much as we can. We'll play the creature land. I don't know if we want to clean up the Beanstalks yet. I don't think that's correct. Which means we might as well keep drawing, I think. I mean, what do we have left in here? We have flood pits and a whale. Ultimately, we need to hit those cards. I think we can Beanstalk, and we can always lock down next turn, for example. Like we do want to close out the game soon. If they hit the next Deadly Cover-Up, it's going to be an issue. I mean, we do have the creature land. Alright, sack a creature, sure. That's not so bad. Alright, do we want to draw 3, 4, 5 cards here? That does put quite the clock on us. Still, we just have a lot of time to go. I think we take the cards. We're gonna, let's see. I think we can do it all this turn. I think we take 5 cards. It's getting close. And then we lock down and shut that down for a little while. Yeah, we have another threat. I think that's about it for what I need to accomplish there. Then for 3, we can lock down here. We can still power up. We don't have to do that now. Let's see. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, that's fine. Let's clean up the Beanstalks for a little bit. Play any untapped land here. Power up. Attempt to swing here. Down to 3. Creature land's huge. Fast land can go. Cavern of Souls can probably go as well. 10 cards left. I guess we have to watch out for them. They scoop. They could also like make us draw 3, so we need to be a little bit careful about decking ourselves. 31 Mythic. I feel like we were already there. We keep this. Beanstalk Overlord binding. Good combo. Okay. Creature land can go first. Ooh, what's this? Azorius enchantments type thing? Okay, just need green here. Ideally Beanstalk into Overlord, into binding. Could be good. Create a 1/1 white Glimmer enchantment creature token. 3 mana. When you unlock this, put a +1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Unblockable. That seems important to get rid of. Down to 19. I think we're just opening up double green for the Overlords. Into bindings next turn. So we'll go double green here. Play you out. Draw. If we hit lockdown, that'd be incredible. We don't have it yet. And we do have to watch out for that 1 hexproof. I didn't see a whole lot of stick there on end step, though. It's possible they don't have anything for 1 white. Sunfall would also be huge. Oh, they get a draw engine. All right. We have lots to deal with now. Curiosity must go. Hull Creeper eventually probably also must go. It's a lot of cards there. So how to play it? Probably Flood Pits, binding 1 Curiosity, and then binding the Creeper at some point as well. I think that's the best we can do, and we should have the white open, right? Forest or Plains? Actually, we don't have that open, so let's play a land here first. Is this trying to... I want to make sure we have white open here. Blue. Blue. And you can be green. That's fine. Cornucopia is interesting. Lockdown is great, actually. We're still binding away 1 Curiosity now. We don't know... we don't know if they run Shard Mage's protection. We could do 1 more, but lockdown would be great next turn. We can probably bin a fast land. I think we're pretty good on mana colors for the most part. Alright, let's hope they deploy more 1 and 2 drops here. They do. They get back the Curiosity, I guess. We could do this out underneath. Or we could take the Sheltered by Ghosts. We should probably take the Sheltered by Ghosts, I guess, because they could hexproof this, but they can't hexproof the Sheltered by Ghosts. Then we get back the Binding. It's kind of the same thing either way, right? Yeah, let's go for this. Attempt this, see if... Oh, there's no Shard Mage. Yeah, we didn't feel stick there earlier. At least they don't get the Curiosity draw. Question is, do we lock down here? Hit for 1. I'm feeling like they have the Flash 3 mana thing. Doesn't feel like a lockdown turn. Feels like a Cornucopia hold open whale turn. Get some life back. That sounds good to me. Get another fast land down here. Hold open the whale. Move to end step, see if they flash in the, they don't flash in anything. That's surprising. So what is their hand right now? I really don't know. They didn't have Shard Mage's Rescue. They could have a bunch of Sheltered by Ghosts, basically. They didn't have the flash. 3 mana, 3/2, Enchantment Draw Engine. Okay, sure. Play it on 5. Whenever you have combat damage. Ethereal Armor, and we're just going to bounce that. The blocks. Zap you. Take action, gain life. Sunfall. We have all the things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get a Herd Migration going. Draw a card, gain a life. Alright. Lethal presented. I don't think they're going to play any sweepers, so we'll see if we find a scoop here. We do. Rank 32 Mythic, and we move to 31 Mythic. We keep this. Inflamed. It's a lot of Beanstalk power. Tapped unless a player has 13 or less life. Interesting. Huh. Alright, Sunfall's looking pretty good here. Lockdown would also be great. Let's see how much damage we take in the meantime. But Sunfall looking good. Offspring, it's a lot of creatures. It's gonna hit hard. +1 on all the other rabbits. I think it's very good. Well, we need to get to Sunfall. That much is non-negotiable. We can definitely hit land this next turn. I think we are getting lost this creature before it attacks. I don't think we're taking a Beanstalk turn off here. But we're going to need to hit an untapped land for turn 5. Which can acquire a little bit of luck. Okay. That's going to hurt. I think we kill this thing before combat. Did you get to put counters on 2 other places? So we're very marginally slowing them down. They don't put it on the ones that can attack this turn, though. That's fine by me. Down to 12. We're almost dead here. We need 2 more lands. Herd Migration can do the untap one. They have 10 damage presented. It's very possible they can find lethal here just by pumping the might color up a little bit. So, oh boy, this is feeling rough. Double Herd Migration is maybe our best and only play here. I think so. One of them's got to go now. We can get green, I guess. In general, we'd want a second blue if we had to pick. I don't know if we'll make it out of this turn. Let's go get blue. And then we will probably Herd Migrate, unless we think the only way to survive is to whale someone away. 13 damage presented. Okay. How much damage is that now? There shouldn't be any tricks, though. So we just add it up and see how high it gets. Yeah, 2 attackers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. Okay, I think it's just Herd Migration then. And I think we're going to get another green. We seem to have plenty of white. To 18. To 3, but there's no haste. We have the untapped land. And we have the Sunfall. And the Beanstalk. So we live another day. And we could be fine from here on out. We certainly have plenty of interaction for a little while. As long as there's no creature lands in here. Which I don't think there are, thankfully. Ooh, baby. At least it doesn't have haste. So we could do Overlord plus Binding pretty safely. We have the untapped land as well. We could probably get the Cornucopia down. I think all that sounds pretty good. I think that's where I'm headed. We just need to make sure we leave open white. Which we do. Take action. I don't think they have any hexproof. I don't think we have to even worry about it. If I did, I would Binding now. Okay. We're not going to attackers. Getting that life up, though I don't think it matters. Maybe we didn't even need to play Cornucopia against this deck. Maybe just land more Beanstalk and draw more. Because effectively, I think we've won. I mean, Sunfall is basically enough to win. We have the whale here. We basically just want to whale them this turn. So we can kind of just keep setting up here for a little while. Hisku, yeah. Sunfall, it was close, but not quite enough pressure to kill us before Sunfall. We rank up once from 31 to 30. On the play, we keep this. White and green. Duress. Beanstalk, maybe? Get lost. No removal for us. Alright, Beanstalking up. Nissa, interesting. Skullcap Snail? Opponent exiles a card from their hand. I don't know that we need the whale right now. Double binding is very expensive though. So maybe it's just a binding for now. Okay. Next Beanstalk. Well, if they're mono black discard, we are prepared for that. Slasher. That can be whaled away. For now, another Beanstalk. I think we're going for it and drop super low. We just need a land here. An untapped land. It's actually kind of a lot to ask. We don't get it. Alright, prepare to take 3, drop to 16, drop to 8. It does hurt. We still haven't hit land, so what are you going to do? Bat can take, I don't know, maybe Nissa? Or Binding? Take Nissa. Duress. And a Binding. Down to 8. It's another land at least. And we are obviously wailing away the Slasher, and we only have 4 turns to figure out something else. I don't think it's getting Nissa back just yet. Put it on top. Down to 6. It's another whale. It's not any of our overlords that we run a million of. We can power up the rest of the Anchorage to block the bat, though. If they kill it, we're sad. But it is a option here. They play it before combat. They're not messing around. Let's see if they miss it. Let's try. Do we kill the bat here? We do, actually. That's quite nice. It's another fast land. We hold on to the next set of whales. Here they come. The blocks. It's probably just the Slasher. You got a pump spell? What are you doing? Okay. Send it back again. Down to 4. How good is Nissa here? Drop to 0. I guess not very good. But the anchorage could block again. Slasher returns, no surprise. But I don't think they'll fall for the anchorage attack again. Will they? Do they have Death Touch? No? What's going on here? They must have removal this time. They give us the block, though. I don't know if they removal or not. To damage? It's dead. That's crazy. I have no idea. Twice? Twice? Twice, they say. So we can just play a whale and block. Or we can run out the next whale and get the cornucopia going, which kind of feels like the right play to me. If they did have removal, we would just lose. So it's the third whale. Here they come. To blocks. It's a whale. What did you expect? We do gain a life, though, which is huge. Flood Pits for 3. How's that sound? Versus just Nissa, -2. Yeah, I think it's Flood Pits for 3. I just want more gas. I mean, this will give us a ton of gas here, right? Let's gas up. Draw 5. Surely we can get out of this game with draw 5. Okay. Portico can probably go. And as long as we play an untapped land, we can Overlord and hold open a binding. And draw 3 more cards. What a turn. And we actually have a 2 mana open here. So we'd even Herd Migrate if we needed more life, and I'm not against doing that. What a turn. I think we burn a Herd Migrate here. Why not? Let's just get out of any weird range of anything. They don't even play the Slasher. Are they scooping? We'll take maybe more white in general. Seems reasonable. Up to 9. Okay, now what? Probably just slam Herd Migration. Leave open 2. Draw 3 cards. Take the action. Okay. I think that's it here. They scoop. Well, that was a whale of a good time. It's 27 Mythic. I feel like we deranked off that game. On the draw, basically only with Get Lost. It's not amazing. They take the mulligan. Even the playing field, it's mono black. Candy Trail. Oh boy. I don't know what they're doing now. 1 top, 1 bottom. Fastland Central. Mono black Candy Trail. What are we doing here? Oh my goodness. Reveal my hand. Choose an artifact or creature card. We have none of those. What are you going to do? Lockdown. That could be useful. We'll play another fast land. We don't have blue open yet. Okay. I don't think we sacked the Candy Trail. I think we're just sitting here for a little while. Maybe they give us more crud on the ground to sweep up. Nope, they take the draw. It's a long game. We were off to an extremely slow start. Demolition Fields. We got 3 basics. Slow start continues. Nothing to do on 4 here. It's more fast lands. Holding the lockdown. Destroy target non-basic land. May search the library for a basic. We'll just go get a blue. We're touching the demolition field as if we care about it. I'm just curious about reading it. You can kill my card if you want. I really don't care. Liliana. Alright, that requires answering.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers.
So what do we think they're doing here? Maybe lockdown can go?
Drop it.
I don't know if I get rid of Sunfall just yet. We only have so many of those. Let's get rid of lockdown for now. Planeswalker can probably go here.
Delay, nothing more.
A delay, nothing more. We have even more lockdowns. Strange game. We have no engine, no gas. We just wait. Luckily, the opponent has decided not to do anything either. They're looking to reanimate. They exile what? Get lost. They take all of our get lost. So now we have 4 bindings to deal with. Liliana, that's interesting. They get to see our hand. Of the Beanstalk, though. Oh, baby, double Beanstalk. You've made a grave mistake here. So, color-wise, probably use you for now. Okay, and then if anything, we leave open a white, I guess. We have nothing for 1 mana, really. Just a binding if we get it cheap enough. Opponent drew us into double Beanstalk. Into the Overlord. Triple Beanstalk. Do we need it? Are we in a deck? We got 42 cards. I'm keeping it. We're keeping it. They're going to regret. They're going to rue the day they daily covered us up. Liliana, we got plenty of cards to discard now.
Those who get in my way
I kind of want to keep the lockdown at this point, because now we might need it. I think Sunfall can go. We might need to anti-Beanstalk ourselves. I don't think that matters too much. Maybe more blue here. Let's go get that island. Good. Also gives us all 3 basics to discount the binding. Cool, so we can... Oh, we lost our... they shuffled away. That's fine, that's fine. Let's plan to Overlord to start. I think just for 3. And then we'll plan to binding away Liliana at some point, but we're not really in any rush because since we're outdrawing them, we're going to have more cards to discard. All the cards in the world. Fastland can probably go at this point, although technically now's the time to play it because we don't have anything else to do. So maybe it's just the basic planes. Fastland here. Hold binding. That'll draw us up even further, and then we got to start figuring out how to put on pressure. 36 cards to figure out how to put on pressure. Sure, we'll get rid of a land.
You won't be outsmarting.
With plenty of blue. I think we'll get rid of this. Painlight can go. Alright, you know I got it. You know what's coming down. Beanstalk. More binding. Take Liliana.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Whale's quite good. It's a good bit of pressure. Overlord turns on the cheap bindings though, which is also very good. We can't do both this turn. I think we can wait on the Overlord. I think I just want to flash in a whale here. Totally content with that. Yeah, we can't do it all. We're really not in a rush right now. 33 cards left to kill him. We're going to need bindings to deal with the demon draw engine as well. Lose 3 life, draw 3 more. Okay. Down to 17. Candy Trail, okay. 2 bottom. Nice to see. I hope they bottom some removal spells because we're going to hit them hard here. Alright, let's give him a whale. Double draw. We got 31 cards left. We know they run the sweeper. So we do want to stagger things here. If we can, next whale's fantastic. We don't have the untapped land yet, so we want to hit that with the Hauntwoods if we can here. Then we could flash in another whale. We don't get it there. We don't get it there. We did not get it. Alright, too bad. So there's no additional whale this turn. 28 cards left. Just hedge maze here. Yeah, we'll keep that. We just need threats to close out the game. And again, at some point, we may lock down our Beanstalks away. But for now, we're just sitting. We're gonna have to discard someone. It could be Sunfall. Maybe it's just the land. I do worry about having some demons we need to get rid of. I like all the threats. I like the answers. I think it's just the land here. I'm not willing to give up Sunfall just yet. Triple binding. Yeah, at some point we will need to... There's another Liliana. Okay. Can discard. Maybe now I give it the Sunfall.
And you think you can win?
Sack a creature. Makes sense. Whale is gone.
Sacrifices must be made.
They continue to draw here. Oh, search for your library for a card. Shuffle it, put it on top. Interesting. What do you think they want? They need an answer to the Flood Pits next turn. They could continue to Deadly Cover Up to take our win cons away. That'd be pretty interesting. I think we're going to take Liliana regardless, so I think we can do it now. And I think we're going to try to flash in another whale on their turn. We're starting to deck ourselves a bit too much.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
Okay. Is it time? Are we decking ourselves too much? Should we get rid of the Beanstalks and the map tokens? I don't hate that. I don't want to get too low. We already have Herd Migration. We have a lot of win cons in hand. I think we slow down a bit here. So let's take away the Beanstalks, just for a little while. And let's just plan to play a whale this turn. If they sweep the Flood Pits, we can flash it in. Just trying to stagger some threats here. Creature Land would be nice. That could be quite good. But we'll find out what they put on top. I will be interested if it's the Deadly Cover-Up again. Oh, Virtue Persistence. That's a good binding target. Have to watch out for that one. Each non-land partner with mana value X. They could try to, I don't know. What do you think about that? Do we need to answer that? Could probably start with a whale. We could binding it away. We only have so many bindings. Each thing with mana value 6 would be kind of devastating. Maybe it's worth binding. It's an artifact. Shit. Oh, no, sorry. Non-land permanent. Yeah. For a second, I was mixing it up. Okay, we keep pressing. They're going to have more sweepers. So I guess we stagger another Overlord underneath. We could also play the Herd Migration. How much do we have left? We still have 3 Herd Migrations. I think that's fine with me. Let's begin here. Let's get another Overlord staggering underneath. And yeah, we can turn up the heat. Let's make him have the sweeper. One might open for the last binding. Maybe we shut down Beanstalk too early? Another Silex. But they have to answer the board, and they only have 4 mana open, so it's got to be land sweeper. Half their creatures they control rounded up. Okay. Scoop. Okay. Interesting game. Yeah, maybe we shut off the Beanstalk too early. I think I was perhaps a bit too paranoid with decking ourselves. On the play with the Beanstalk. Looks good. Plant Daddy. Let's see what you got, man. Ooh. Ooh. Get in there fast. It's only a 1/1 though, so maybe we Beanstalk here. Perhaps our best chance to do it. We'll see if they have a hasty 2-drop. We don't have Lockdown yet, but that could be good for this matchup. Not sure. I don't really know this deck well enough. I haven't played it myself. Is it hasty? A tasty 2-mana 3/2. That seems overstated, right? Come on. That's going to be fantastic. So now we're just chilling for a bit. I think we get lost or whale here. And try to get up to Sunfall. I do want to slow them down a bit. I don't think they have space for Hexproof. Coyote, +1 in haste. Goodness gracious. Alright, well. Oh, the sound. That's pretty funny. Well, putting the hasty creature on top isn't amazing. So I guess we get lost the 3/2. Plot it. I think it's that. Down to 12. We're getting low. They get the map token here if they want. It's another scout. We're not quite at Sunfall yet. We're getting close, though. Not that close. Do you take the Beanstalks, try to hit the untap land for next turn? I mean, we kind of don't have a choice. I think it's got to be this here. Great. We have the untap land for next turn. If we play it now, we could whale. But I think we need the Sunfall next turn. And there gives me more haste to come, apparently. It's hasty 2-mana 2-type Coyote. Okay, let's see how bad this turn is. Opponent with 4 damage. 5 damage. 6, 7, 8, 9. Drop to 3 with more haste on the way. I don't know, man. That doesn't seem that good. Well, it's now or never. Herd Migrate could be good use for to get life. Can you find lethal? This isn't haste, is it? No, not yet. Okay, seems like we live another turn. We're at 3. That's okay. We have the 4/4 to block. And we have the whale, so we need to lean on that. So maybe it's Beanstalk plus land plus power up plus herd migrate if we need to. Maybe. That's great. That's a great draw. Okay. All right, we're prepared. We got some options here. I don't think they have space for hexproof. We could be okay. They might run lightning strike too. You never know what this deck is doing. It's a 3/3 with haste. Must be blocked if able. Okay. I think we'll get lost in that one. Then do we power up the 4/4? It's probably too risky. No, but if they had lightning strike, they would play it, right? They could pump this thing somehow. They could play Monstrous Rage. Who knows what they're doing? No, we're not risking it. We're sending him back. You can try again. I'm not risking it. Put it on top. Okay. Alright, we're continuing to make moves here. We don't have enough for big herd migration yet. But we can get a little baby... We kind of need to draw into some gas. We can always power up the 4/4 to block, but... I do worry about that. Come on. No. Good. Okay. Fast land can go. We could play this and hold binding off the Overlord. I do like that quite a bit. I think that's where we're at here. We're good on. We got a... Do we in fact have a... Hold on. I want to leave white open specifically. How can I tell if this is turned on? I can't remember. No, we don't. Hold on. We got to leave white open. What are we doing here? You're green. Leave white open for me. Triple draw. I mean, 2 hasty creatures does it. But such is life. Okay, we hold a single binding. We see if we can claw our way out. Probably been the Surveil land. And maybe one of the Overlords. Seems reasonable. Okay, can you find lethal? That does not have haste. I'm not worried about it. Still doesn't have haste. Gotta hold that binding just in case. It's a land. Now what is it? That does not have haste, but it can't die. What else? That's it? Okay. Yeah, we're binding here. Got 34 cards. We're going to be just fine. I do want to herd migrate and just get some life, I think. Do they have lightning strike? The pause. Sunfall. Yeah. No, they don't have lightning strike. They'd be cheesing us so hard if they have it here, right? No. Very good. Okay. We begin to descend into the final stages of the game. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to burn... I basically want to gain some life. Just in case, because I don't really know what we're up against here. Let's do it. Let's get it done. I'm still worried about lightning strike, even though maybe they don't have it. Up to 6 is a good place to be. 7 mana open. We could slam herd migration. They probably can't get through that. I think that's pretty reasonable. Let's do it. We're drawing a lot of cards. 26 cards left. We got 5 3/3s. Hopefully that's enough to blunt them. I mean, we could have held back the whale, but we could have held back whale plus more binding. 4 cards to go. Probably don't need this land. I probably don't need this land. I think we're kind of good on Sunfall here. And one of the lockdowns, maybe? How's that? 26 cards left. Hero's fine. Is that it? Running out the next herd migration? If they pump it, we can respond. I think that's okay. I think we're going to be just fine. They block. Can you pump it to like... I'll be amused, but I will binding it in response. 2+1 counters. Okay. That's very cute. I am going to bind it away just to be safe. We'll draw 3 more cards. We drop to like 22. We can always use the... Yeah, they skew. Oh, the Find the Cornucopia. That would have been a good one for this match. Okay, good game. 24 Mythic. On the play, we keep this for sure. We don't really have as much white as it looks like, though. This does not turn on yet. Uh-oh. Mono red plot. It's spooky. That's a white source. That's good to see. I think we're Beanstalk in here. Okay, there's that last white source for lockdown. So for the big turn, we can make him start over, which could be nice. It is white, so we have to worry about hexproof. Let's see if they deploy a creature here. It's a hasty one. We can sweep that up. We have to lose our Beanstalk, but that's okay. Ah, well, if that's all you're doing, then we can get lost that here, which I think we'll do. Then we don't have to lose the Beanstalk just yet. We don't have to worry about hexproof either. Let's have you be done. We're at 18. Whale's going to be tricky because they have white. You never know if they have the Shard Mage Rescue. It's tough. It's tough life. It's a 1-drop without haste. I like that. Can always burn the map tokens. Ooh, I'm going to sweep all that up. It's going to be great. We're going to lose our Beanstalk, but it's okay. Cool. Yep, I think you just got to get it done. Can't be screwing around with that deck. Beanstalk's gone for now. We'll figure it out later. If we get rid of all their creatures, there's only so much else that can be done by them. They have more creatures. Why not? And now we kind of only have a whale left. Whale 1 turn, binding the next. And then we're a little bit out of gas. Cornucopia could be very cool. We'll give it a go. It's that 26 land. Instead of running 26, running 25 plus Cornucopia. I think it's reasonable. I think it's good. I think it's a good trade-off. Ooh, we're taking the lockdown here. Very cute. We also cannot pay for it. We do get to draw, though. We can't pay for the whale anymore. Okay, so now what? We could binding the shelter, which is probably insanely good, basically. I mean, let's see how crazy they can go here. Monstrous Rage would be another 3. So that'd be 12 damage. Maybe not yet. I mean, they don't know that we don't. We do have something. We just can't get through the ward. Oh, they're spreading it out. That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay. We cannot get through the ward. Thus, we suck. So we take 6 to the face. And another 3. But that's it. And then we get a really nice binding turn. Could do it on their turn. I mean, that's better if they deploy anything else before combat. I think all that makes sense to me. Yeah, I don't see an incentive to doing it now. We can't cast anything else anyway. If they can fling in response, I guess that's a reason. But otherwise, we hold steady here. We're binding the shelter, which gives us back the lockdown. what are we emoting? What is that? I don't know what that's trying to communicate to me, but I got the message. He's like, nah, please. Strategizing where to put it. Put some double strike there. Put some double strike there. It seems reasonable to me. Okay, okay. They're not going to play a hasty creature before combat, so we're not going to zap anything else. Alright, we're attacking here. To blocks. He's giving me the look. He knows what's coming. Alright, here we go. It's the binding. Just did not misclick here. They're looking around. What am I going to take? Yeah, we'll take that 1 life. Thank you. That's good. Backup in case they shelter away the first one again. Okay, very nice clicks here. Shelter by Ghosts. Take you. Done. Submit one. Do they have an answer? My Mon's going to be blown. Yeah, the creature is hexproof, but I'm not taking the creature. No, no. No, no, no. Lockdown? Yeah, that's right. Is it time to scoop? Is it time? I don't even know what to do. I don't know what that means. Did he know it was coming or not? I mean, he burned the shelter, so I guess he didn't. He burned the shard mage, so I guess he didn't know it was coming. I don't know what he thought. He's giving me this look. He's reading it. It's happening, man. Whether you like it or not, it's going down. Yeah, it's done. We wrap this game up. Okay, who's good here? Flood pits, maybe? Let's draw some cards. Try to dig into some more engines. Take the action, gain some life. Probably can bin the archive. Untap land. Yeah, we're going to be good here. We're going to be good. Play this. We'll leave open white, which is pretty easy to do with the cornucopia. Now our binding's down to 1 mana. So we should be pretty nicely set here. We could whale or binding this turn. That's it. Dude's not going to scoop, though. All right. Another Beanstalk. That's fine with me. Flashing the whale on their turn. I do kind of wish the cornucopia would just go automatically. I mean, maybe it's useful sometimes not to gain the life, but I'd be okay if it just went off automatically. That's fine with me. They refuse to scoop. Interesting. I'll keep going. Here's a whale. Here's more life gain. I guess they want to take the lockdown back, and they think that's sufficient. But we can always binding the next shelter thing. Here we come. I think we can probably attack, right? With binding to back it up. Technically, we don't have to. There's really no rush. Maybe we don't actually. Let's not screw this up. There's basically no rush here. Once we flip the overlords, then we're kind of good to go. It's not worth throwing the game. They could go creature double shelter, but that's so much to ask for. Do you really have everything all the time? Feather of Flight. That's what I'm talking about. We got flying whales in here. Okay. Draw a card for 4 mana. Very expensive draw. They refuse to scoop, though. They are resilient. Good game. Yeah, they scoop on that. We got him. We got it in the bag. Very good game, my wits. 23 Mythic. On the play, it looks good to me. We keep this. We got Beanstalk into Overlord, plus a little Get Lost. Cool, just need green here. This is fine. Beanstalk it is. Up against Orzhov. Double Beanstalk. That's always fun. Spellbook Vendor. Okay. Card draw or just mana efficiency? I think just mana efficiency is fine by me. Now this Ward 1 will be a little bit annoying to pay. But we could always find a lockdown. Maybe we sweep up their next plays. I guess they had, I don't know. They're playing a tap land and a pseudo aggro deck, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. Definitely an aggro deck. Tap land, creature land in the aggro deck. Another tap land. Opponent is wild. How do they get anything done speedily? They get that 1 mana scry. Put it there. Enchantment. Alright, they're doing all the things here. Lockdown would be neat. Or Sunfall. There it is on time. Yeah, we could lock down and then play up the next Beanstalk. I think that's fine by me. Let's go land here. We just want green open, which we have. We will want to potentially save Get Lost for that creature land. Could be an issue late if we actually start to get low. It's a pixie, but nothing to return, right? Yeah. Shelter by Ghost. Take the lockdown. That's one way to do it. We can Get Lost the shelter and get back the lockdown. So I'm not too concerned about that. We'll just see if we can get some Beanstalk value out of it first. Ideally, they deploy another creature before combat, too. They sheltered by Ghost, right? Yeah, so we can pick off the shelter. So we just want to leave 2 mana open here. So it looks like a Hauntwoods to me for 3. Leave open a white and something else. Looks good. Take our Beanstalk draws before they go away again. Sunfall's good too, but don't need that just yet. And we'll get the Portico down. I mean, it's good against them so far. And we'll just hold the Get Lost in case they... in case they deploy anything else before combat here. Tap land, what else you got? Ooh, interesting. Alright, well we can take a skeleton then, I guess. That's also great to see. This is playing out really well. I'm feeling a scoop coming soon. Very soon. Target creature you control. Yep, that's fine. We're not going to target a creature. We're going to target an enchantment. Ah, could have done it here. Let's give him the scry first. We did not need to give him the free scry. One to the top. To blocks. And get lost. And we just want you to let me target under here. Shelter. Shelter by ghosts. Done. Submit. We get back the lockdown. And that takes everything except for this corpses above the lost. Scoop. Yes. Understood. 21 Mythic, alright. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. I'm doing my best here. It's kind of hard to rank up because I don't think I've faced a single person basically under rank 30. So everyone who's Mythic rank 1 to 30 is just not playing or not in the same format. So it's a little frustrating because I can win a lot of games and barely rank up, and then if I lose a random game to a random mono red player who's like rank 100 or rank 200, then I derank a lot. So it seems a little bit futile in that sense. I'm happy to keep going. I'm having a good time for the most part, but I need those people to play. Otherwise, I don't see how I'm going to progress too much farther beyond like rank 20, rank 30, unless I have the opportunity to play and beat those people. So we'll keep going, but maybe I'll take a break from posting, you know, the competitive content and like put some brawl videos while in the background I'm still working on the ranking or waiting for those people to play. I'm not really sure, but that's where we're at. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.